Teams that don't value accountability are never successful. In fact, that's one of the biggest reasons why they self-destruct. But accountability is scary. As a coach, it may cause you to have to lose a player for a key game. For a player, it may cause them to have to change the dynamic of a relationship. When you think about leadership as it relates to accountability, there's two areas specifically that I want to focus on. One is the accountability that you create for yourself, and then certainly the accountability that you implement inside your team. But the core values are the same, and they are clarity, buy-in, and consistency. Start by setting clear expectations as a leader. When issues arise, it is typically because of a lack of clarity. So please ensure that everyone is clear as it relates to the role that they play on the team. Getting their buy-in helps ensure that you can execute against what your expectations in fact are. A good friend of mine, Tom Izzo, told me a story that at the beginning of every season with his players, he asks them to write down on a 3x7 card the 5 things that they want to accomplish that season. He gathers all the cards, he takes one player at a time and he sits with them. And he says, okay, so I can be clear, these are your expectations for the season. This is what you want to accomplish. You want to win a national championship. You want to graduate with honors if it's a senior. You want to be the Big Ten Player of the Year. Whatever it might be, he gets really clear on what they have articulated as their expectations. And then he says, well, gosh, if I'm your coach, then my role in this is to hold you accountable against those expectations, right? Certainly all the players agree. That would be Tom's role in it. And he does just that. So in fact, what he does is he earns the right to get on his guys when they're not executing in a way to support the goals that they themselves had outlined at the front end of the season. Be timely and consistent with your expectations. The expectations that you lay out for your #1 player need to be the same for the player that plays 2, 3, 5 minutes a game. If you're not consistent, the truth is you lose credibility with your players, with your team. You'll lose the respect of the community even. It is important that you remain consistent with the expectations that you lay out for your players. And then create a safe environment so that the players can provide feedback to each other and in turn hold each other accountable. Remember, you set the tone for the accountability that you've created for your team, both on and off the court. Remember to remind them of the expectations you've created. As their coach, they're going to respect you more for laying down the expectations and then holding them accountable against what those are. If you're clear and there's buy-in and there's consistency, you can create a team with greater accountability.